I'm going to turn to our case. Okay, I know we just have another minute, but I want to bring at least my three colleagues up here, Truus Kirsten, Elsa Vandenbroek, Christina Esther de Vrijer. These are the people who are really doing this wonderful work. Do we have time for one or two questions?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Okay. Questions. There's a question over there.
Hi, and thank you for sharing all of this with us. How do you deal with the possibility of lying or them just telling you, what you need to hear so you think they're making progress?
Who would like to, microphone? Who would like to answer?
Well, in the beginning, I don't know what is the manipulative side, but I also always try to figure out what side it is. And the manipulative side is the side of lying of a patient. Always is you can feel it when he is not in a mode. So in the beginning, I always trust him, and I try to give him the benefit of the doubt. But later on, then I'm going to confront him with some things, and I'm going to ask him about some things. But in the beginning, I try to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Somebody else would like to come?
And also, when you think they are lying, you can discuss that you think they're lying. And sometimes then they admit and say, okay, yeah, that's true. You got me there, or oh, I'm sorry, or yeah, it's a item that you can discuss, like all other emotions and other things that occur.
Question in the back.
When you're trying to get in touch with those vulnerable child, vulnerable modes, all this emphasis on vulnerability so that they can feel emotion and so on, function better, some of them may come at you and say, well, if they're an incarcerated population, then they'd say, that's not going to work in here. I get in touch with a vulnerable side for me, I'm going to get clobbered, I'm not going to survive. And even some of them, when they go back to environments when they're out, they're going to tell you that these environments, that's just not going to work. I need these other modes in order to survive. How have you dealt with that?
Well, sometimes that happens. That persons, they don't can be vulnerable at the board, and then well, you just say it's okay sometimes to close down. Sometimes it's effective, but in the room, they may be vulnerable, and that's okay. But I also learn them to come back together again before they go out. So they, for example, to go to a safe place, and they can practice it on their own room.
And you also see in in therapy that the vulnerable side is there, but the moment before they open the door, they big up and prepare themselves for going back to the ward. And then after that, if you discuss it, they say, well, I know I do that. I have to do that because the environment is so hostile and not very friendly for me being vulnerable. But at least I had these minutes in therapy, or at least I know that 2 or twice or once a week I can let go.
Okay, unfortunately, we have to stop now. Yeah, I know, but could you ask them during the break, maybe, because otherwise other people cannot have their break. Thank you all so much for this. They won't take a break. They will stay here to answer questions.
If I might also say, for those of you who are doing forensic work, we're going to get together at lunchtime. So if you meet in the lobby, we'll all go out. For those of you who are doing forensic work and want to do some networking, please join us at lunch.